So let's go!
Under the blazing Mexican sun, we're gonna take you through the city of Guadalajara in the state of Jalisco. We're gonna show you the beautiful places to explore, what kind of tasty food to eat, and to chill in the wonderful nearby towns around Guadalajara. Good morning from Guadalajara. We're gonna start from San Juan de Dios, the legendary and chaotic indoor market that is the largest in Latin America. The best way to start your day in Guadalajara is to head to Mercado de San Juan de Dios and find a breakfast. You can find tons of stalls here offering different kind of food. So we're gonna check it out. The selection of food on offer is enormous, but we settled here for the locals' favorite traditional food. Let's try birria. I think this is sort of a lamb soup, very typical in Mexico. And some chili. Very tasty. Oh my god. Super rich broth.
For me, I'm trying the torta ahogada, and this torta ahogada is actually a typical food from Guadalajara. It's basically bread with meat, I guess, topped with tomato sauce. It's nice. It has spicy kick in it. But it's really good, it's really good.
Let's leave the beautifully chaotic market behind, and it's time to head to the lively downtown area of Guadalajara, the beating heart of the city centered around this cathedral.
This is Catedral de Guadalajara, which is the landmark of the city. Well, it's not only that it's beautiful inside and it's really huge, it's also special because it is surrounded by 4 squares in each exit.
This cathedral, dating from the early 1600s, is the crown of Guadalajara, and the 4 beautiful squares surrounding it are the jewels of the crown. The area around the cathedral is truly the crossing point for people from all around Guadalajara. And now, let's check out the cathedral. The Cathedral of Guadalajara took more than 50 years to be constructed by the Spaniards, occupying an area around the same size as a football pitch. The interior of this huge cathedral was really impressive. It was intricately decorated all around. Definitely a must visit while you're in Guadalajara. Adjacent to the cathedral is a smaller church called El Sagrario Metropolitano. Smaller in size but no less impressive inside. Don't miss it, right next to the cathedral.
Behind me is Palacio de Gobierno, and we heard that this is a must-visit place in Guadalajara, especially because there is a really popular mural from José Clemente Orozco. Let's go! We are now in the Governor's Palace, and this place used to be used as the National Palace. Well, you can get a free guided tour here, and also you can see beautiful exhibitions here. These buildings is still used by the governors and the staff, but the governors doesn't live here anymore.
Besides its delightful colonial style architecture, the highlight of this palace is definitely this impressive ceiling mural.
This is an impressive mural from José Clemente Orozco, a really famous Mexican mural artist.
This mural that is drawn in great detail depicts Miguel Hidalgo, a priest leading the Mexican War of Independence who is considered as the father of the Mexican nation. Before leaving, do check out the exhibition of some interesting art objects in the palace. Before we continue further with our trip through Guadalajara, we stop at Plaza de las Nueve Esquinas, another great place near the city center for traditional breakfast. Time for another birria for breakfast, and you can find a really nice birria in this birreria, El Compadre, and this place has been there for a really long time. They have a really traditional birria here. Delicious. Let's wash down all those lambi birria with some sweet Mexican liquid goodness, aguas frescas. Sugar overload alert!
What did you buy?
Agua fresca, horchata con fresa. This is like made of rice and they added some strawberry, I guess, but I don't know. It's huge. Fresca.
Guadalajara is definitely not short of impressive churches, and this one near the city center is worth your visit as well.
This is Temple Expiatorio, another big church in Guadalajara. Well, inside is a Gothic style and it's really beautiful.
This is a neo-Gothic church from the last century, and it is considered one of the finest in the country. Judging by its exterior and interior, it's not hard to see why. On to the next place. We rode the Metro of Guadalajara, a convenient and comfortable way to go around the city. With the L3 line, we could reach the lively district of Tlaquepaque.
This is Tlaquepaque, a very lively district of Guadalajara. Here you can find a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, a lot of cafes. It's perfect for an evening out.
The main square of Tlaquepaque, called Jardín Hidalgo, is the perfect starting point to explore the area, boasting two beautiful churches, the San Pedro and Nuestra Señora de la Soledad. Do take your time to check out both.
You're walking through Calle Independencia, and this is the main street in Tlaquepaque district. This street is really full of cafes, bars, restaurants, and art galleries. It has a really bohemian vibe.
Tlaquepaque is technically a separate city to Guadalajara, but has now become very interconnected. Tlaquepaque is nowadays famous as the artsy and bohemian district of Guadalajara, and is nowhere more evident than through this street, which is also lined with many curious statues. And while in Tlaquepaque, don't forget to also check out the art galleries and shops selling artisanal products. You might be surprised with what you'd find. After strolling through Tlaquepaque the whole afternoon, we found this wonderful small eatery, Antojeria, perfect for an early dinner. If you want to get a very typical Mexican food, you have to go to Antojeria or Antojito. They serve really traditional Mexican food. And like this one, pozole. It's like a meat stew dish. Looks really delicious. Oy. Está muy rico, delicious. Alternatively, we could suggest for something more extravagant at Restaurant El Mexicano, located in the city center. This is a restaurant full of Mexican live music, where someone would come to sing for you or your partner. The stereotypical Mexican vibe was fabulous. Admittedly, the price was slightly more expensive than your typical restaurant, but the choice of food was huge and the atmosphere was quite unique. You could order many different Mexican cuisines from the whole country. Enjoy the food and the music at El Mexicano.
We are going to go on a day trip to Chapala, a lakeside nearby Guadalajara. Well, we are going to take that bus, but since it's Sunday, it seems like there are going to be a lot of people, so hopefully we will still have some fun and we can still enjoy the lake.
After around 1 hour of bus ride, we arrived in Chapala. It was still early in the morning, so we headed straight to the local market to get something to eat. Luckily, the market was quite close to the bus stop. Let's check it out. In Chapala, the best place to get a breakfast is at the Mercado Municipio, or like at the public market. They have a lot of stalls there selling different types of Mexican food.
Campechana. Basically taco, I think. Tortilla, sorry. Tortilla with meat and cheese. Cheers.
For a relatively cheap price, we had a decent and filling breakfast. And now, it's time to head to the lively lakeside area of Chapala.
This is a must-visit day trip destination from Guadalajara. The place is really nice, really tranquil, really chill, and with a beautiful lake, and of course, with a wonderful weather like this, it's perfect.
The lakeside area is the main draw of Chapala, as well as for other neighboring towns. In fact, this area is very popular for North American pensioners thanks to its scenic lake area as well as mild climate all year round.
Wow, this place is really popular. In the weekend like this, it's super crowded.
As can be expected from a tourist town like this, huge crowds descend on its streets in the weekends and the city comes to life. Just behind the lakeside promenade, there were all kinds of shops and stalls selling souvenirs, foods, and drinks, all bustling with colors.
So many temptations here. A lot of places selling cocktails, ice cream, and a lot of healthy stuff.
Ice cream sounds perfect for a hot day like this.
This is nieve de garaba, a typical ice cream from here, I guess. In Indonesia, we call this es puter. Well, this is with lemon and tequila. Fresh.
And a refreshing drink is in order too.
Michelada. And my vegetables finally here.
This is michelada. This is a quintessential Mexican drink with beer, tomato juice, and all kind of salsa. Wow. Interesting. Interesting taste.
Honestly, the taste of michelada was undescribable. You just have to try it. But it wasn't something we would be ordering again anytime soon.
Tequila!
And lastly, the world-famous town of Tequila is only 2 hours away by bus from Guadalajara. You could try the ubiquitous tequila-based cocktails there and visit one of the tequila distilleries to learn about how the drink is made, the history of tequila, and experience some tequila tasting. Don't miss the visit to Tequila.
So that was our journey in Guadalajara and around Guadalajara. It's a must-visit city in Mexico, full of nice people, full of nice culture, nice buildings, and nice food. So it contributes to our weight gain right now. But anyway, now it's our time to move on to our next destination. So see you in the next journey, see you in the next video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe.